will not allow going on the for and then you to carry land.
Sir, everything was acquired legally.
Will you stop that? Will you stop that?
I'm an officer, I have integrity.
Shut up, you're not good officer.
I will not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir,
I was in school, you're not in school.
Sir, you can't shut me up.
Will you keep quiet?
You can't shut me up, sir.
Food.
I'm not
You are a fool.
I'm not a fool,
You
sir.
can shoot anybody like that.
Sir, I'm not
You
a
are the
fool.
fool.
I am not a fool, sir.
As at the time I graduated, you are a primary school.
I'm acting on orders.
For which order?
Call me a fool.
And they say you will see whether you love me here.
Sir, you can't call me a fool.
You have to put up your
I'm an
mind.
officer. I'm not a fool, sir.
You will have killed everybody here.
No, we won't kill anybody. We won't kill anybody. We are acting on orders.
I am an officer, I have integrity, I am not a fool, and I won't shoot anybody here. I am following orders.
All right. When I don't hear them. Like MNK said, if we don't end Nigeria now, Nigeria will end us. If we fail to end Nigeria, Nigeria will end us. Now, in a family, 3 people don't buy, and there is every tendency that the father will equally join the ones that buy, because I don't know how the father will withstand this shock. I was asking myself, how are they going to bury these people? Are they going to bury them, 3 of them, in one day? Just because of what? Help. I was asking myself, does it mean that it's a taboo to help people? Just help. I was asking myself a series of questions. What is actually going on in Nigeria? What is actually going on in Nigeria? Now, the worst of it all is that, according to what the very dark man, the story he narrated in this very video, that even the police, I was asking myself, but this guy is the guy that a friend said the guy finds it difficult to feed in Ajegule. Out of pity. This is a guy that remembered his childhood days. Since I'm seeing the light, let me call my friend. Let me call my bosom friend to see if he himself will see through the light, not knowing that the person he's calling is the person that will cause agony, everlasting agony in his life and the life of the family. Now, how come? That is to tell you that this life, one thing about that damnation called Nigeria, before this guy, could be making call in Kirikiri prison, before the police would charge him to court without the knowledge of the people or the knowledge of the family, they buy. In other words, there is somebody who is somehow influential that is pressing the whole button. Now, the question I was asking myself is, this person that have stepped in, that is making all this way, that is making all this, want to exonerate this guy from this abomination. Where was the person when this guy was suffering in Ajegunle? Where was him? Why didn't the person use his influence to get a job for this guy, or to put him to secure a job for him? Where was this person? Nowhere to be found. The person surfaced, because you can't tell me that this very guy or the family is the one that is pushing all these things. Kai. No conscience. This issue, this thing Trump said about Nigeria, as in, it has equally made me to have another perspective about Nigeria. I've developed another perspective about Nigeria, because not everybody who is saying that the government is bad or things are not right, things are difficult, meant it. They are doing so because it's a trending words or trending issue. They just join. From their heart of heart, they never meant it. That's the honest truth. They never meant it. These people are not even remorseful that because of this guy action, family are, as in, is about to wipe off. Generation is about to wipe off because of this very guy action. Is it a crime for somebody to call you? My friend, I remember back in the days how we are struggling. Now, there is light here. Now called, come, so that you equally see through the light. And sometimes in life, when we ask people favor and they said no, don't pressure the person. Don't pressure the person, because according to this very story, the lady in question that this guy died, when the brother told him about this very guy, she said no. She said no. It looks as if her body instinct was telling her something. But out of pressure, out of a beg, out of please, she now displeased her instinct to please the family, so that they will now see him as a wicked fellow. Now look at what it resulted. Look at what it resulted. Had it been this, when she said no, that the brother or the family said, okay, since you said no, all these things wouldn't have happened. Look at Madeji Mogo Mebuonwe. Madagari Mogo Mebuonwe. The government, just look at the government. In Kirikiri, the guy was even making calls, even still threatening the family. That is to tell you there are people, there are some human beings that, man, you'll be asking God, why did they even created this person? The guy is not even remorseful. Not even remorseful at all. You that still believe in one Nigeria, is it a kind of country? Do you think that if this kind of thing happens to happen in other countries, do you think that the government will treat it that way? Do you think that the security agents of that very country will charge the person to court without the knowledge of the family the guy pied their daughter? Do you think it's possible? Do you think if it happens to be in a same country where things are working, do you think that this guy will be making calls freely in the prison? Is it the kind of country you want? Is it the kind of country is Nigeria the kind of country you want to raise your children? Is it the kind of country you want to live for your children? Just look at. Do you know who it will be tomorrow? If you don't end Nigeria now, Nigeria will end you. Now you will not understand until Nigeria happens to you. When we are talking about, disintegration of that country, we know the reason why. A country that the government have failed woefully, failed into two. It's all about connections and influence. Once you don't have the connection and influence, forget it. Once you have connection and influence, man, you can do anything and get away with it. Law is practically not working for whoever that doesn't have that connections and influence. Is it the kind of country? If you don't end Nigeria now, If you don't end Nigeria now, if you don't speak up now, if you continue to think that magically something good will come out of Nigeria, this thing that happens to this very family, you don't know who will be the next. It might be you, it might be me. We are talking about a sane country where government will be working and government will be held accountable, where law will be supreme. That's all we are asking for. Not where influence and connection is supreme. Think twice. If you don't end Nigeria now, Nigeria, there is every tendency that Nigeria will end you or happen to you. This very family never know that a day like this will come in their life. I greet you all. Peace and love.